Hello everyone. Welcome to the solution of LeetCode problem 1456 named maximum number of vowels in a substring of given length. In this problem, we are given a string s and an integer k. We have to return the maximum number of vowel letters in any substring of s with length k. Now, the vowel letters are a, e, I, o, and u. Suppose in the first example, the string is A, B, C, I, D, E, F, and for the value k is equal to 3, this substring I contains 3 vowel letters. So we have to return 3, and it is the most. Now in the example 2, for this string as A, E, I, O, U, and k is equal to 2, any substring of the length 2 contains 2 vowel letters. So we have to return true. Now, for this string LeetCode, for k equal to 3, for the substring LEE, EET, ODE contains 2 vowel, so we have to return true. Now, the constructor, the string length can be in between 1 to 10 to the power 5, and the value of k can be in between 1 to the string length. I hope you understood the problem statement. Now let's move on to the algorithm. Now, to understand the algorithm, we have taken the first example. Here, we will solve this problem by using the partial sum algorithm. And let's see how the partial sum algorithm basically works here. Here, the string contains these letters, which is A, B, C, I, D, E, F. Now, we will take an array. This array will contains the number of vowels starting from the first position and ending to the ith position. Suppose for this I, we will store here the number of vowel it has in this substring. So here it has basically 4 vowels, which is A, I, and I. So we will store 4 here. And similarly, for this A, we will store 1 here because this substring contains 1 vowel. Now, similarly, for this substring A and B, it contains 1 vowel. For this substring ABC, it contains 1 vowel, which is A. Now for this substring ABCI, it contains 2 vowel. For this substring ABCII, it contains 3 vowel, A. So we will store 3 here. Similarly, we will store 4 here. We will store 4 here because this substring contains 4 vowel. This substring contains 5 vowel. And similarly, the final, this substring contains 5 vowel as well. Now, we have built an array which stores the number of vowel it has if we start the substring from the first position and end the corresponding ith position. Okay, so far so good. Now, how to maximize the answer? Here, suppose here the value of k is 3. That means we have to determine the maximum number of vowel of any of the substring of length 3 has in this string. So here it is this. So how can we find this substring? Now, let's assume the ending position of the substring ends here, which is 4. Now, the starting position of the substring will be and position 5, it is the index minus 3, which will be this position. And the basic idea is, if we subtract the partial sum of index 5 and the partial sum of index 2, we will get the answer. Why so? Because let's assume this portion has the number of vowel it has into this full substring. Now suppose it is 5. Now, if we subtract this portion here, this 2 is the value 1. That means it has the 1 number of vowel into this green substring, which is 1. So, the total substring has the amount of 4, and this substring has the amount of 1 vowel. So, we can say that this portion of the substring has the amount of 3 vowel. And this is how basically we're gonna solve this problem by using the partial sum. We will simply build a partial sum array, and for each of the I, we will subtract the partial sum value presented in the I and I minus k position. And by subtracting this, we will get the number of value or the number of vowel presented into the corresponding substring ending at the ith position. And we will maximize the answer, and this is how we're gonna solve the problem. I hope you understood the algorithm. Now let's move on to the code. In this problem, the code is pretty simple. At first, we are given a function named maxVowel, which has a string s and integer k as parameter. Now, we are taking some of the variable, count, answer, and sum, which will be initially 0. Now, to checking the vowels, we are restoring all of the vowel into a set. Now, we are running a loop, and if we find a vowel into the corresponding position, we will simply incrementing the answer and storing the answer into the VC of I, which is the partial sum vector. Now, if it can be possible that our n is equal to k, that means the value of k is equal to the size of the string. So here we have to simply return the answer. Otherwise, we have to run a loop from I is equal to 0 to I equal to n minus k. Now, for the starting position I, we will calculate the ending position, which is I plus k minus 1. You can do the opposite also. You can simply start a loop from I is equal to k and go till to the I is equal to n and finding the starting position. Here I am calculating the ending position. Now, for I equal to 0, the sum will be the maximum of sum and vector of end. Otherwise, the sum will be the vector of end minus vector of I minus 1 and the maximum of sum. Finally, we have to return the sum. I hope you understood the code. Thank you everyone for watching the video. We will get back soon with another LeetCode solution.